Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us. My name is Brandy Blair. I work with the Office of Financial Aid. Today's presentation is on understanding your financial aid package, and we have a lot of information to share. Please, at any time, if you feel like you want to save something, we will be moving kind of quickly. So if you want to take a picture of your screen with your phone, or if you want to just jot down some quick notes, let's go ahead and get started. Thank you so much. So today we're going to kind of go over several important things, and this is just a good summary. First, we're going to figure out what application you should be completing for financial aid, when to contact our office versus the student accounting office, because we do work in collaboration, but what we do is quite different. How to view your financial aid award, the structure for fees at Cal Poly, when and where to apply for scholarships, how to navigate our website, and then how to contact our office. So in figuring out which application that you want to file, it's going to depend on your citizenship status. The FAFSA is the free application for federal student aid, and it's for students who have a valid social security number or are a US citizen, permanent resident, or otherwise eligible non-citizen. In that case, you complete a FAFSA and you're eligible to receive federal, state, and institutional aid. For students who do not meet that criteria to file a FAFSA, you have to meet the conditions of what's known as AB 540 status, and that allows you to receive California residency. And then there's, for students who do complete the DREAM Act application, then you're eligible to receive California state and California institutional aid programs. The application is currently available, so you'd want to renew it as soon as possible or complete it as soon as possible. The application opens every single year between October 1st and March 2nd is the deadline for priority filing. You can submit past March 2nd. So if you have not done so already for the 22-23 year, you want to take care of that as soon as possible. But just know that the priority filing deadline is that March 2nd date. So this is just another quick review, especially to kind of clarify that AB 540 and who might qualify for the DREAM Act. So the FAFSA, as we said, is US citizens, legal permanent residents, and eligible non-citizens per the criteria identified on the FAFSA. For DREAM Act students, it's the AB 540 students, undocumented individuals, students who have DACA status, so documented individuals, and then students who have the TPS protected status. So our office handles your financial aid, obviously, but more so, we're responsible for determining your eligibility, for posting your offers within your financial aid package, and we coordinate your financial aid between the federal, state, and institutional aid, any athletic scholarships, other scholarships, tuition waivers, and we release the funds. When we release your funds, we release it to the student accounting office. So once they receive the money, what they do is they put your charges on your account when you register for classes based on your enrollment. They receive and apply the payments. So they receive payments from you, the student or your parent. They receive payments if you enroll in a payment plan, the payments that we provide, which is the financial aid funds, any fee waivers that you may have received from other organizations, maybe your work, and third-party organizations. And they apply those payments to the charges that they've posted. Then they place and they release financial holds. So if you ever see a hold because of non-payment, that's going to be placed by the cashier's office or the accounting and cashiering office. They also process your refunds, and your refunds are any money that's left over after your fees have been paid in full. And they process the tax document 1098-T. What you may find is that after you've completed your financial aid application, you have requirements on your to-do list. Those requirements will direct you to our student forms portal. And what that is that means you were likely selected for what's called verification, and we need to confirm the information that you posted on your FAFSA is correct. That could be, on your financial aid application. So that could be for FAFSA or for DREAM Act. So that might be household size, number enrolled in college, the income and tax filing information. It could be confirmation of citizenship or eligible non-citizenship status, confirmation of identity, information regarding prior federal student aid history, or your asset information. Financial aid is made up of these four things here, and that's your loans, whether they're federal or state loans, grants, again, federal, state grants, institutional grants, scholarships, ones that are on campus or off campus, maybe from outside organizations, and then federal work study. For any student who's incoming, when you complete your application, you should be offered either an estimated offer or an official award offer. Estimated awards are for any student who is selected for verification. It means we first need to confirm what you've put on your application is accurate before we proceed in posting an official offer. Your award will become official once we've received the documents from your to-do list and they're reviewed by our office. We do have a priority deadline of May 5th. A lot of students get concerned by that date because they feel like they cannot complete it after that date, or if they miss it, they can no longer provide items. That is not the case. That is just our priority deadline. That is a date where we say we will do our best to make sure you have an offer in a timely manner if you can get us the forms we need by that date. If we submit after that date, we can't make that guarantee, but we can still process your items. Official awards are given for students who are not selected for verification right at the beginning, because there's nothing for us to check. We can automatically post your eligibility. There's nothing else that you need to do, but if you want to take out loans or work study, those will require you to actually accept them within your student account on My CPP. Now we're going to go ahead and get into how you navigate My CPP. So this is what that page looks like. And what you'll want to do is select the one that says Bronco Direct Student Center from your options. From the Student Center, you'll see here, you have this entire left side navigation. And if you're on Student Center, your to-do list is right in the upper right-hand corner. The student does not have anything to do, but any student who does have items from our office or other offices on campus will have items listed here. From that same left side navigation, if you go down to the Financial tab and expand it, you'll see My Financial Aid. From there, you'll select the correct aid year, which is 2023 for those of you who are incoming. It's always going to reflect the second year. So for the 22-23 year, you'll select that one. And then it will show you a breakdown of your offers. What you'll see here is that you've been offered more aid than you've accepted. Grants are automatically accepted from our institution. So in this column, it's everything that you were offered. And in this column, it's everything that you've actually taken out. Because loans are not automatically accepted, you would need to take action if you want these numbers to reflect on this side. If you see the totals, you'll see that once you've accepted your loans, they match. Accepting loans is not required, but it is an option. If you want to accept your loans, once you're on your financial aid page, you'll select the Accept or Decline Awards option. That will open up a new page, and you'll check the box that says Accept next to the award amount you want. Once you check this box, it will open up a field where you can change the amount that you are borrowing. Whatever number you put here will automatically be split between the academic year. So half will go for fall and half will go for spring. This is very important because students say, oh, I only want 2,000 now. So they put 2,000 and then they're surprised in fall when they only receive $1,000. Whatever number you put there will automatically be split in half. So if you know you want 2,000, make sure you put 4,000 in this box here to get the 2,000 for fall. If you only want 2,000 and you have to put 4,000 in the box and you know that you do not want the rest, you can contact our office once you've made that determination and request that we cancel the second half. Once you've put the number you want here, you'll submit. What you can see on this side is the way that the amounts will be released to you. I'm sorry, So once you submit, it'll show you that the loan is split fall and spring, $2,750. Loans have what's called origination fees. So the amount that is the fee amount will automatically come out, and what actually gets released to you is the $2,721. What's important to note here is that for any students coming in as undergraduates, if you are not enrolled in at least 6 units, you will not receive your loan disbursement. We have this information on the page itself. So if you're ever like, how many units was it? When you're on your award package, you can see that 6 units is required. So here is just again that these are automatically accepted. This would have to be manually accepted. And so now we're going to go ahead and break down the fee schedule and start to figure out how the financial aid gets applied. The undergraduate fee schedule is available on the cashier's office website. I'm not going to spend too long on this page, but basically what you need to know is any student in 6 units or fewer are charged one cost. Any student in 6 units, in more than 6 units is charged another cost. So if you're in 15 units, you're charged this. If you're in 1 unit, you're charged this. So it's never going to change because you've done more, or what happens a lot is students who are in 13 units might drop to 9 and ask about their refund. You won't have a refund because you're charged the same amount for anything above 6 units. So, is your financial aid enough to cover your charges, or will you have to owe? We're going to go ahead and look at some simulations. If you want to take pictures of these screens to get a sense of how you can do that math, please feel free. We're going to start with an offer here. This student was offered Pell Grant and State University Grant. So when they're looking at their financial aid offer, they add up those two amounts and divide them by 2. This tells them how much our office is going to release towards their balance for 1 semester. Now over here, we're looking at charges that we just saw. And here's the breakdown for a student in more than 6 units. This student is probably in 12 units or more. So when they get their charges for 12 units, for more than 6 units, it's going to be $37.19. When they see how much they're going to be paid out in financial aid, it's $51.43. They will have a surplus of $14.24 and 39 cents. So they will have a refund. This student is only taking out loans. Currently they're offered, but the student plans to accept them. The loan total is $63.69. So when they divide that by 2, they're receiving $31.84. This student has to be in 6 units or more to receive a loan, and the student's planning on taking more than 6 units. So they can see their charges here. $37.19.11 minus $31.84.50. This student will still owe $534.61. That will come out of pocket. So that's how you can see, for when you're doing the math yourself, exactly how to figure out what you owe based on the charges you already know you'll be charged. Once your financial aid is available to you, you can do that math by looking at the total amount that is accepted and dividing it by 2 so that you have it for fall and spring. So here, if you're in your financial section of My CPP, again on that left side navigation, but this time you select Account Inquiry and come to the activity side, it will show you all the charges and the fees, the payments and the refunds that have been assessed for you as a student. So again, left side navigation, financial, account inquiry, and then select activity. You can select the term you'd like to see, and what it'll do, it will show you any charges and when you were charged, as well as any payments that were put towards your account. In this case, the payments that were applied to the student's account were their financial aid. So the State University Grant and the Pell Grant, both were applied to the spring semester. And when after the charges and the payments were made, they received a refund. If you made your own payment with cash or a card, anything like that, that would also show in the payment line, but the item type would reflect your own payment. Any types of fees, including your tuition fee or the mandatory student fees, would show up here. So scholarships are something that are available on the campus as well as outside scholarships. What our office does is we manage the scholarships by putting them all in one place for students to apply. Each year between October 1st and March 2nd, we have what is known as Scholarship Fest, where all of the different departments and clubs on campus provide the scholarships they have available in one place, and that's on our website. So when you go into there, you complete an application. You can apply starting as early as October 1st of this current year through March 2nd of next year, and that would be for the 23-24 academic year. It is already closed right now for the current, or rather the upcoming year, the 22-23 year. But if you go onto the scholarship website, you'll also see links for outside scholarships and other organizations that we've posted. We don't have information about the specific scholarships they offer. We don't have the knowledge of everyone that exists or all the ones that we've included on that page, but it's a good place to start, especially since ours are already closed, if you want to start seeing other opportunities that are available. So here's a couple friendly reminders. You have to apply for financial aid every year, whether that's the FAFSA or the DREAM Act application. They both open on October 1st of the year prior, and they close on March 2nd. So for this year, October 1st, 2021, and the priority deadline ended on March 2nd, 2022. You must include our school, Cal Poly Pomona. This is important because there are now 3 Cal Poly campuses, and something students commonly did for the last several years was put the San Luis Obispo campus. So make sure that you see Pomona on your school listing, and make sure that our school code is there, and that is 001144. Make sure to check your cpp.edu email account regularly. You'll want to pay attention to document deadlines to make sure that you're completing and submitting items in a timely manner to know what your financial aid offers will be. Deadlines refer to being an aid applicant. It does not guarantee that you're receiving funds. So submitting those items to us does not mean that you have pending financial aid or pending grants or anything of that sort. It means we're still verifying what you're eligible for, and that eligibility can change once we've reviewed the information. We also take into consideration special circumstances that may occur within a household. So because the application uses information from 2 years prior year, the 22-23 application used 2020 income, and that may not reflect that current household circumstances. If you or your household has experienced a reduction in income due to a job loss or reduced hours since 2020, due to divorce, death of a student's parent and or spouse, high medical expenses that were not covered by insurance, or if you're still suffering from COVID-19 related issues, and that has reduced the income in the household, you can let our office know. Once you notify our office, we'll go through a process of appeal to figure out exactly how that change may impact your financial aid offer. These are a few screen grabs of just our website so you can see what that looks like. From our homepage, you can find our calendar of upcoming deadlines. So here you'll see the document submission deadline of May 5th. The system-wide scholarship deadline for the CSU was April 15th. So if you go onto the homepage, that's available, but you also see all of these headings that are really useful. Undergraduate heading is going to provide you with a lot of information about what to do now that you've been accepted to the campus. We have several options on our website to help you be informed. One is Ask Billy, the chatbot. You would have seen him down here as well. So if you go to our homepage, he's always hanging out saying, "May I help you?" He's available 24/7. He can answer very, very general questions. And with his answers, he also provides suggestions, videos, and links. So this student asked, "How do I apply for financial aid?" And Billy gave them information about completing the FAFSA and a video on how to do so. You can also contact us through our financial aid webpage. Again, if you're on the home page, it's going to be listed under resources, and then you'll select the Contact Us tab. We have a virtual queue available for in-person or Zoom meetings. Until you've completed orientation, you will not be eligible to make appointments through CPP Connect, but in the meantime, you can use our virtual queue, which is available 8 to 5, and that allows you to join a queue where somebody can help you on Zoom. Or if you walk into the office, you'll use the same service to join a virtual queue where somebody will call you up and help you at the counter. We also have live chat agents. You would access that right through the Billy bot here. But during the times that we're available, 9:30 to 3:30 on Monday through Thursday, somebody else will be there to help you. So it won't be live chat Billy. It can actually be a person who would walk you through or assist you through a live chat. So those are other options.